After 70, your muscles disappear. Do this to rebuild them without the gym. There's something nobody really warns you about as you get older. How quietly your muscles can just disappear. One day, you're lifting groceries without a second thought, and the next, you're struggling with a jar lid or feeling unsteady on your feet. It's not just about strength, it's about independence, energy, and feeling like yourself. But here's the good news. You can rebuild those muscles, and you don't even need a gym to do it. No heavy weights, no complicated machines, just simple, everyday habits that work with your body, not against it. So if you've ever thought, I'm too old for this, or it's too late to make a change, I'm here to tell you it's not. Your muscles are waiting to come back, and all they need is the right nudge. Let's start with the first step, movement. Now, I'm not talking about running marathons or doing push-ups until you're breathless. It's about consistent, gentle movement that reminds your muscles they're still needed. Think about it like this. Your body is a garden. If you don't tend to it, things start to wither. But a little daily care? That's where the magic happens. Something as simple as a short walk around the house or the block can make a world of difference. If walking feels tough, try marching in place while holding onto a chair for balance. Even just standing up and sitting down from your chair a few extra times a day counts. The key is to move often. Your muscles thrive on being used, and the more you do it, the stronger they'll become. Now, the second step, protein. This is the building block of muscle, and as we age, our bodies need more of it to maintain and rebuild what we've lost. But don't worry, this doesn't mean choking down dry chicken breasts or forcing yourself to eat things you don't like. It's about smart, easy choices. Eggs, Greek yogurt, a handful of nuts, or even a scoop of cottage cheese with fruit. These are all simple ways to get more protein into your day. If chewing meat is difficult, try slow-cooked dishes like tender stews or fish that flakes apart with a fork. And if you're not hungry for big meals, that's okay. Smaller snacks throughout the day work just as well. The goal is to give your muscles the fuel they need bit by bit. You might be thinking, but I've never been one to focus on protein. That's all right. You don't have to turn your life upside down. Just adding one protein-rich food to each meal can start making a difference. Now let's talk about the third step, rest. This might sound surprising. After all, we're talking about building muscle, not napping. But here's the thing. Your muscles don't grow while you're working them. They grow while you're resting. That's when the repair happens. So if you're not sleeping well or pushing yourself too hard without breaks, you're actually working against your own progress. Aim for good, restful sleep. Yes, even if that means a short nap during the day. And if you've had a day where you've moved a little more than usual, give yourself permission to put your feet up. Your muscles will thank you for it. Now we've covered movement, protein, and rest, 3 simple but powerful ways to start bringing your muscles back. And the best part, none of this requires a gym membership or expensive equipment. It's about working with what you've got, right where you are. But we're just getting started. There's more to this puzzle, and the next steps are just as important and just as doable. So let's keep going, because every little change you make adds up to something much bigger. One of the biggest mistakes we make as we get older is thinking that slowing down means we should stop moving. But here's the truth. Your muscles don't care how old you are. They just need the right kind of attention. And the best part, you don't have to turn your life upside down to give it to them. Now let's talk about resistance. No, I don't mean lifting heavy barbells or straining yourself. Resistance simply means giving your muscles something to push or pull against, something that makes them work just a little harder than usual. And guess what? You already have the perfect tool for this, your own body. Stand up from a chair without using your hands, that's resistance. Hold onto the kitchen counter and do a few slow knee bends, that's resistance too. Even something as simple as carrying a small bag of groceries instead of wheeling it can help. The idea is to challenge your muscles in small, safe ways throughout the day. Think of it like turning everyday moments into mini workouts without ever stepping foot in a gym. Now, if you want to take it a step further, try using light resistance bands. They're cheap, easy to store, and perfect for gentle strength exercises. Wrap one around your legs and take small steps sideways, or hold one in your hands and stretch it apart. These little movements add up, and the best part, you can do them while watching TV or waiting for the kettle to boil. But here's something just as important as resistance, balance. Because what good is strength if you don't feel steady on your feet? Balance isn't just about preventing falls, though that's a huge benefit. It's about keeping those smaller, stabilizing muscles active. And the more you use them, the better they'll support you. Try standing on one foot while holding onto a chair, just for a few seconds at a time. Or practice walking heel to toe in a straight line, like you're on a tightrope, but with a wall nearby for safety. Even shifting your weight from side to side while standing can help. These exercises might feel silly at first, but they're quietly rebuilding the muscles that keep you upright and confident. Now let's talk about hydration. You might be thinking, what does water have to do with muscles? Well, more than you'd think. Muscles are about 75% water, and even mild dehydration can make them weaker and slower to recover. Plus, as we age, our sense of thirst isn't as sharp, so it's easy to forget to drink enough. Keep a glass of water nearby, and take small sips throughout the day. If plain water doesn't excite you, try adding a slice of lemon, cucumber, or even a splash of fruit juice. Herbal teas count too. The goal isn't to force down gallons at once, just steady, consistent sips that keep your muscles, and the rest of you, working smoothly. And here's a bonus tip. If you struggle with nighttime trips to the bathroom, try drinking most of your fluids earlier in the day and tapering off in the evening. That way, you stay hydrated without interrupting your sleep. Now we've covered resistance, balance, and hydration, 3 more keys to bringing your muscles back to life. And just like the first steps, none of this requires fancy equipment or drastic changes. It's about weaving these habits into your day, one small step at a time. But there's still one more piece to this puzzle, something that ties everything together and makes all the difference. So let's keep going, because the best is yet to come. You know, there's something truly remarkable about the human body. No matter how many years go by, it never loses its ability to adapt. Those muscles that feel like they've faded, they're still there, just waiting for the right signal to wake back up. And the final piece of the puzzle isn't about lifting or eating or moving in a certain way. It's about mindset. Think back to when you first learned to ride a bike or tie your shoes. At first, it felt impossible, but with a little patience and practice, it became second nature. Rebuilding muscle is the same way. Progress might feel slow at first, but every small effort counts. The trick is to celebrate those tiny victories. The first time you stand up from a chair without using your hands, the day you carry the laundry basket without getting winded, the moment you realize your steps feel a little lighter. Those are the signs that you're on the right track. Now let's talk about consistency. You don't need to do everything perfectly every single day. This isn't about all or nothing. Missed your walk yesterday? That's okay. Forgot to eat enough protein at lunch? No problem. What matters is that you keep coming back to these habits day after day. Even on the days when you only manage a fraction of what you planned, you're still sending your muscles the message, I'm not giving up on you. And here's a secret. The more you stick with it, the easier it gets. Your body loves routines. When you move a little every day, eat nourishing foods, and give yourself time to recover, your muscles start responding almost like they remember what to do. It's like reviving an old friendship. It might feel awkward at first, but soon, it's as if you never stopped. Now, I want to address something important, listening to your body. There's a difference between pushing yourself gently and pushing too hard. If something hurts, not the good sore feeling, but real pain, stop. If you're exhausted, rest. This isn't about proving anything. It's about feeling better, stronger, and more like yourself. Some days, that might mean doing half as much as usual, and that's perfectly fine. One of the best ways to stay on track. Track your progress in a way that works for you. Maybe it's marking a calendar each day you do your exercises, or jotting down notes about how you feel in a notebook. Even telling a friend or family member about your goals can help. When you see those small wins add up, it's incredibly motivating. So let's bring it all together. Move often, fuel your body with protein, prioritize rest, add gentle resistance, work on balance, stay hydrated, and most importantly, keep a positive, patient mindset. None of this requires a gym membership or expensive equipment. It's about making the most of what you already have, right where you are. And remember, you're not just rebuilding muscle. You're reclaiming your independence, your energy, and your confidence. That's worth every bit of effort. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these tips already? What small changes have made a difference in how you feel? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else on their journey. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more simple, practical tips to help you live your best life at any age. Because you deserve to feel strong, capable, and full of vitality, no matter the number on your birthday cake. Here's to your health, your strength, and the incredible resilience that's been inside you all along. Keep going. You've got this.